Hi, it's 1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox One. So, my time being a war of IED has come to an end. This has all sort of been thrust upon me in the last 2 days. It's been kind of a bit weird, but basically there's some changes. A lot of people are going over to PC, and 7th Legion's management has all changed, and there's basically no one left who's going to bother pursuing the war. I must admit, my drive to pursue any sort of BGS attack has dwindled somewhat. There was literally like 3 of us pushing BGS against IED, and there's no way 3 people can ever have an effect on IED's BGS. I thank all of you guys for taking part in the fun lottery. I'm going to run the lottery until its conclusion at midnight on the 21st, and will accept all entries. I will honour the lottery that I set out to do. I had no idea when I set the lottery that this was going to happen, so I'm going to honour it. I know IED's BGS guys can absolutely 100% cope with some poo being dropped on them. There's going to be no long-term damage, no lasting effects. They are a huge, very powerful BGS squad, which I greatly respect. It's been fun. I've learnt a lot about BGS and background sim from fighting against them, and given the small numbers of people attacking their BGS, we have actually given them some headaches, which is all we could possibly hope to achieve. To the 7th Legion guys, I have a lot of love for you guys. The ones that are going over to PC, I wish you all the best. Have tons of fun over there, and I hope it is everything you hope it's going to be. You know, the IED are going to say that I had no effect on their BGS, and that's fine, but when you see 5 or 6 carriers roll into a system that you've been working on to win an election that you triggered, that's an effect, even if it's only a minor inconvenience. That's basically all we could do, because as everyone knows, BGS is purely a numbers game. We never had the numbers to even like more than inconvenience IED. I mean, the fact we got IED to call a ceasefire, which they drew out for 10 days so they could have a breather to fix their BGS, is in my mind the only victory that I ever going to take out of this. As to the PvP, they want to claim victory in the PvP as well, but anyone who was involved in the fighting in the early days and when the bounties were at 200 million, the slaughter was very one-sided. Once the bounty and the monies ran out, then of course 7th Legion couldn't compete with IED's numbers, but the damage inflicted was quite substantial. And the night that me and Frodo took over Mirrorman for 3 hours, I'll link in the description to that video. That was the most fun evening. I think me, Heron Rob, Frodo, and a bunch of guys, Heavy Tank, guys from Prismatic Knights, and various other people just attacking IED's home system for 3 or 4 hours in some of the biggest and most fun engagements I had throughout the war. That was just hilarious, good fun, and that was probably the high point. The lows, there are a lot of lows to talk about. I'm probably going to do a video going through the winners and losers in this war, and there are a few things that I feel need to be addressed. I still feel rather aggrieved that there's this narrative being pushed that I'm somehow incredibly toxic and hate-filled. So toxic, DMPS don't want me back, but I am back in DMPS, so I've never understood how that played out. And I don't know how that's still a thing, gathering momentum. But if anyone does come up to you and say how toxic and how hate-filled I am, please ask them for evidence, because as far as I'm concerned, I've only criticised IED's in-game behaviour and their rules of engagement, and once had to call someone a liar because they lied about me. But that's it for this video. Enjoy the rest of the lottery, send me your entries, and I'll honour them all. That's all, thanks for watching.